my god, my bird is so freaking slow. Put a Hemi on this thing. This is highly unorthodox.
Nothing happens after the vault.
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
Skip the cutscene after the vault.
Just skip the cutscene after the vault. It doesn't matter. I like how he sits in that chair all day with terrible posture.
You'd have terrible posture too if you carried the damn story of 2 expansions on your back. A traitor? In this economy?
Hey, there's Sid and Alphino just chilling out here by the fire because you know they cold.
Don't get cold, bro. My arms just don't get cold.
Don't get cold. So,
what are we doing?
We have Sid now.
Yes, we've unlocked Sid.
We've unlocked Sid. He was like the shadow person, like before you actually unlock them. Fighting game.
New challenger.
So yeah, we got Sid now, and there's Garuda, and she's she's becoming a problem, and we need his airship that is somewhere in the North Shroud. So we need to go speak to Aethelmar, which is a really freaking cool name, by the way.
Aethelmar. Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Korthus. What become of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Haurchefaunt at Florental's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I seen it.
Fart duty.
I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it?
You've come in search of Haurchefaunt? Then well met, for you have found him. Well, great. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Korthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day.
It was on the eve of the Battle of Cartano. Nigh on 5 years ago, I held the spire alone that night while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic ship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Korthus. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of our nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely.
That guy started working before Korthus became cold? Is that what he said?
It was still warmthus back then.
Whoa. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? How absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers.
Alone have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man.
Okay, so we're looking for the missing knight.
He's up here.
Oh, thank God they put it on the map for
They put it
us.
on the map. This is exactly where it will be, trust me. If it wasn't for you, I'd reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable, dragging, loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not to peruse the records.
Oh, sick hat.
Sick hat, dude.
Ah, the lady come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovois be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamort up above. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things.
Pardon the intrusion, Forlamont. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest.
Inquisitor Guillaume, you honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving.
I am told you seek an airship last seen in Corthus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows come quickly in Corthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course.
Okay, buddy. Oh, thanks. Yes.
Very ominous, man.
Yeah. I was not aware you aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you, madam. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Alright. I'll go find somebody who will. He's gonna be tall and handsome with blue hair. You there, madam. I cannot help but to overhear your conversation with the Chief Astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine is yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs.
Imagine leaving the observatorium to go observe something. You've got all the observing you need.
That is
It's
true.
a whole building dedicated to observing.
Yeah, no, you got a point.
What a relief to see someone other than the God's damned birdsmen. I thought I could finish my work while the Ixtal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. So wait, he was in trouble.
He needed help. We helped him, but because
we were unbelievers, he was like, I'm actually
Heretics!
not in trouble.
The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you're eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you've already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sight of Dravanian aggression, yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard.
You've caused quite a stir in this short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear that you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you much desire something for your troubles. Do not deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. While you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time. Not long ago, a porter bound to Skyfire Rocks was ambushed on the road due to west here. I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find.
I'm being watched. Oh no.
Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God bless you, friend. It's all here, every last... But wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francie. You certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury take me a Draconarine rosary in the possession of Lord Francel. House Hallenhart is whispered to be infested with heretics.
Infested?
Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved.
Hey kid, come closer and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Hallenhart for years to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm.
Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an edelweiss in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered to be proof of my heresy. You risk much by coming here. It's only proper that I recompense you for this deed. I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Haurchefaunt of House Haurchefaunt commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Haurchefaunt, I'm coming!
I'm coming, Haurchefaunt. The unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. Be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might it be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Korthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may provide difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. We were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you the findings in their future. I will see that you were afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Haurchefaunt. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Haurchefaunt included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are no influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to the various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries on your own.
Why, hello, good madam. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek.
God, why is this room so dramatic?
I know, right? Like right when we're about to read the quest stuff, there's just absolute chaos out here.
Alright, Crevellan says, alone grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Haurchefaunt. I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Hallenhart into chaos. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Haurchefaunt's missive was positively glowing. But if you think this endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Galmar arrives in Korthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Haurchefaunt wishes to waste his days away chasing after a long-lost ship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Korthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long overrun by Dravarian hordes, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Onward!
Anything for you. I like how he sits in that chair all day with terrible posture.
You'd have terrible posture too if you carried the damn story of 2 expansions on your back.
Unfit knight. You good, bro? Pant.
Good.
Where's Lord Francel? He's over here. Who goes there? Bellamir? Krios? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Oh, God.
God, he's sneaky.
Womp, womp, womp. confound it all. How are we to redeem House Hallenhart if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We're fortunate you came along when you did. House Hallenhart will remember your kindness.
Heard the beast cry from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, sir, bless you.
Curse those fiends! It's as though they knew we were coming.
A traitor? In this economy?
In this midst? Oh, they just left Francel out here by himself.
It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scaleskin. Moreover, it was House Hallenhart that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of the house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. Should even my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. I thought he was a dick, like halfway through, and then realized he wasn't. So then I had to change him from like obnoxious buffoon accent to like just some guy.
Okay, gotcha.
On Hard Times.
Yeah.
So just so y'all are keeping up with the flow, with what's going on.
Character development.
In your boy Krios's head.
Oh, Haurchefaunt. Oh, what the hell?
What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name. Ah, as I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. Please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickerman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Korthus, so we may have some inkling as to who's responsible.
Hey, Rickman. Someone tampering with shipments? Fury strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look. I'm a House Hallenhart man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters that were bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them work with the trade routes, and I ain't never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment's thoroughly inspected. Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? As if they'd ever returned their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects.
Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Hallenhart shipments? What nerve! You truly believe such nonsense? Search our parcels and see what you find. But that's impossible. Once the Knight of White Brand Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagons myself. Say what you will to Lord Haurchefaunt, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries. The beggar's belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is more than a crass attempt to sully House Hallenhart's reputation. Whoever's responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of the House Hallenharts were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Briggy. Tell her that House Haurchefaunt asks, nay, demands, that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted.
All right, I'm on it. What is it, my child? Lord Haurchefaunt would have the Inquisitors do what? But that's not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchchop, even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Oh, snap!
They have taken Lord Francel to Witchtrop. This is madness. The Inquisitors does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Rios, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchtrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Joshin Charlemagne Francel de Hallenhart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have even opposed their Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of the gods and men. Leap from the cliff, and entrust your faith to the Fury. In the name of House Haurchefaunt, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Haurchefaunt. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts have been conducted. Lord Haurchefaunt has allowed his personal feelings with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment.
Oh, he's just powerful. Yeah. Oh, you missed. That's okay. That's okay. Wait, there's a whole dragon coming up in here. Ah!
It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others, I fear, have been orchestrated by the enemies of House Hallenhart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginations of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? By the Fury, a draconian rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield, was he who summoned the wyvern? A heretic in the rank of the Temple Knights? This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Haurchefaunt. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Corthus, Krios. Pray locate your errant ship and use it. Lord Haurchefaunt, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it takes to redeem the house Haurchefaunt. Praise alone, it did not come to that. But it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Krios. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might have well perished at the hands of heretics and his wyvern. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you.
Yay! You're so helpful.
We love him.
How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Corthus several days before the calamity, yes? I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the Stone Vigil in the northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Haurchefaunt is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend.
You've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragon for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter to Drillmont of White Brim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same.
Wonderful to see you again, Bellamere. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Haurchefaunt. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has become charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt what my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillmont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Haurchefaunt have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred toward us, and towards you now as well.